Times have been tough, no doubt about it. Tough on all of us. But you know what? So be it. The Workers Club. I love the name.
We just got done interviewing Sean Oliver, and of course he was incredibly likable. He knows how to talk, and yeah. Then during it, I'm going, God, we're assholes. God damn it! And there's parts where I went because he was talking about like, hey, Sophie's Journal, maybe not so much. And I'm going, he listened. He's coming up with his fists up. Or maybe he just knew. He just knows. Not my best.
Listen, there's a lot of pompous talk, but it's kind of what you do when you're in the arts. But I feel the same way about, my music. Like, I wouldn't even want you to listen to the first thing I came out with. You know what I mean? It's like, nothing except the newest thing is acceptable.
But that's what we're doing next episode. We're listening to the first thing Larry ever recorded. Okay.
Yeah. Oh. There is it's funny, on my YouTube, it's from like 15 years ago. There's a very racist post 9/11 song on there. But I keep it up because it's a sign of the times.
Now, I was drinking out of two different glasses because I was drinking out of a regular beverage glass and I was drinking out of my Sudi teacup, drinking green tea and honey because I'm under the weather, and I was very concerned I was going to have some kind of like coughing attack, and I was going to apologize to Sean Oliver and say, I'm just drinking out of my Scott Sudikoff regional sports broadcaster mug. And then we got into it, and I never got the chance, but that's why I specifically had that mug out. But, we can say in this reality, Sean Oliver has seen a very tiny picture of Sudi.
Good.
And then he also saw me then drinking out of a regular glass as well. He's going, this guy's 2 glasses Wilson over here. He said, I mean, he was exactly what I thought he was going to be. And he was a gentleman, and it was a great interview. And now we have to say sorry. It's about to get more buried under the earth as we finish it out. I would be very cowardly of us to not stick to. Where did we leave off?
Okay, chapter 49, I believe, right? Popcorn bag, and then Sophie's going to write something about...
we talked about her being bigger.
The dog. That's where we left off. Yes, her face was bloated. So, chapter 49.
Okay. All right. I don't have anything. She's changing clothes. She's getting clothes on there.
Sophie's laughing at her. She's breathing heavy. So you got to think she's at least like 60 pounds heavier.
At least. I mean, she's having trouble moving around. The new, larger Kathy parked the new silver car right by the entrance of the superstore. I don't have anything until page 240. There was a reality to her new condition. I wrote that she's weaker than she already was. Like, now she's physically weak. She was mentally weak. Now she's physically weak.
No.
I'm sorry. Now it's going to kick in. Now when we're recording this, now when the coughing fits are going to kick in. What's it?
Nothing really.
Is this
I mean, nothing of
Sophie
note.
or so? This is the narrator thing that Sophie now has switched over. I think it's Sophie. She choked back the rolling storm in her throat. Yeah, I wrote now it's Sophie because it was Kathy.
And then it's Sophie
Paragraph
looking
break,
at Kathy.
and then yeah, and then you're on to 50. That was it. It was the chapter about trying on clothes. They don't fit. He's bigger because of what Sophie wrote.
Right.
Okay. I don't have anything again.
Well,
Until
she wants to call Mom, but she doesn't. Then she goes to Midge, which is our motel clerk.
yeah, she's a character.
Well, Midge doesn't recognize her. Right.
So you have to. It's a considerable amount of weight gain.
Midge heard it, but didn't believe it. She kept staring, brow furrowed.
Yeah, it's not 20 pounds. It's not 10 pounds. It's got to be something where you're disfigured, where people don't even know. They're like, "Who?" Your face. You got the thing when people go, "You know what? I lost all this weight, and my face got sharper." Now it's the opposite. You can't even. Who is that? That's how much weight.
Yeah. And then does she borrow the phone here? Because she says her phone's dead, and she rings up her mom, but then she hangs up.
Yes, because she's going, well, this is...
Oh, the call went to voicemail. Yeah. Okay. And then, tell Sophie
then
time for homework.
Yeah. And then
it
goes to Helen.
Yes. She's talking to Sclafani, and she ignores the phone.
Yeah. And, which is a very movie thing. She sees it, light up in the back. Sclafani says, "I'm sure, ma'am. My days are filled with rough hands. I'm in the rough hand business."
He's hard-boiled. He loves to eat. Oh, jeez. Stand by. Okay.
I think I can hit B now. Marker created 656. That'll tell you. You can look in it. 656. Yeah, I can hit B. And you can.
What are you talking about?
There's a new feature where I can hit B, and it'll be like, mark the moments that you want to use.
Oh, okay.
So, boy, I just hit it. You can log in now and be like 656. That's when we went on a horrible coughing fit that I have to edit out.
Hang on. Now, when I look at the audio, I'll see it.
Well, don't do that. I just said 656. Look, record.
No, but I don't see that when I'm
you will
editing the audio.
Well, yeah, but when you go into, I'm sure there's something. You're an admin.
What I do is I just download the entire audio.
Well, you're an admin now. You can do whatever you want. You can look at it. You can look at the video. You can edit.
Sure.
Okay, so I'm sorry. What does she say? She looks over at their mantle.
The pictures?
Yeah. She goes, "We were a close family. We always were." That's a lie.
Yeah.
And then, they're talking about how good of a detective he is. And then I just realized I should make me captain. They smiled. It seemed both parties were done. I don't know, you tell me, narrator.
Yeah.
He gives Sclafani gives Helen the card, his business card. There was no place to put it, and I just wrote drawers, purse, wallet, packet, pockets, counters. Like she's wandering under us. I don't know where to put this thing.
Yeah, that's an odd one.
And then you're on to 51. Do you have anything?
Nope.
So,
I mean, like the funny lines are fewer and farther because now we're just plowing through this.
yeah,
story
and we
line.
predicted it that all of a sudden it was going to be like, time to end this. Goodbye.
Yeah.
But you also do have that thing where you're like, well, it can't be the end. I got to add a little something loose. And then you're like, okay. She was, so now she's exhausted. Kathy, studied by her frame, chapter 51. And I wrote, so she's what, 200 pounds heavier at least? Because she's talking about like,
Her knees are on fire.
yeah, she can't even get through. She can't move. She said like she's like on door frames, being like, "Oh, God damn, what the fuck?" She made.
I've known some big people, and there was a guy in rehab. He was probably 350, but he wasn't having this type of problem.
I've had a guy
Climbing stairs, maybe, but this is just her knees are on fire after nothing.
I've had a guy on my crew that was like, we talked about it the other day. I mean, he had to be like, he cracked 300 for sure. He had to have been. He was one of those, like, just round.
Yeah.
Great kid, but troubled. She made contact and knocked Sophie clean out of the sheets and into the nightstand with a fleshy thud.
Yeah, that's a weird little action scene.
Yeah.
Right, where she like knocks her out of bed because her leg's so fat, right? Isn't that what happens?
Pretty much. And Kathy thinks her heart's gonna stop. Like she's like concerned. And as it continues, it keeps getting worse. Where she's just like, I can't breathe, I can't move, help me. Like, and we're only saying this because later the super detective has a theory on how much bigger she is.
Yeah. Yeah, just keep it there.
So 52. I have nothing. 52. We get the Midge story of, the room that I said was unavailable. It's my.
Well, hang on. The other thing that happens in 51 is doesn't Kathy fall down outside?
And I think Sophie runs away.
Cop cars, right? She saw police cars with their lights on.
Mm-hmm.
But then they just were helping her up. She's fat.
Yeah.
And yes, Sophie's
She's fat.
Sorry, so 52.
Because she got knocked down or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're right, Midge. Right.
Now we get the
her
Midge
husband. What, they knock over banks and
yes,
they use the last.
This is the most. I mean, we've established it. The law enforcement in the state is horrible. They put billboards up instead of like APBs.
Yes.
They're knocking over banks, and then they go over to a town over, and she is like, I don't know, and then they're like, well, moving on.
But she keeps them all in the end unit that Kathy could not rent.
Yeah.
All the loot.
Yeah. And I like that Midge lifts her apron, revealing a holstered revolver that ran almost the length of her thigh. That is a silly length of a gun. The
it's like the Joker's gun.
Yeah, it's like, ooh, look at this novelty gun I have. Come on now, Sean. If it's an older Southern woman, she's gonna have like a little snub note, like a lot of firepower, a little like pa.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be in her bosom, not on her thigh. Come on, Sean.
But Midge's hip to Kathy because she says the cops got a ping and they're looking for you, but you can stay here till you're well.
Yeah.
Right?
I wrote at the bottom of 257, this is dumb. And I think it's because just her whole explanation. They just don't know the family business, honey, she cackled. She got up and slid to the large front window. See, in a little bit, they'll pull the patrol cars out of here. Sheriff going to come in for a muffin and tell me to keep my door locked and all. Just the whole thing. The whole idea of it all. Where they just like, I was like, this is dumb. This is bad.
Yeah.
I don't have anything.
Yeah, 53.
So, yeah,
well, but hang on. Mitch says at the end of 52, you have a dead body in your wake. Who did they kill? Norma? But that wasn't a murder.
No, she goes, I don't know how you do. You seem all sweet and stuff, but honey, you got a darkness lies beneath.
No. But the line before that, she says, you got a dead body in your wake.
She goes, yeah, and then she goes, I don't know how you do. She's assuming. She's moved on from your abuse. Now she's saying, you've killed somebody.
Yeah, I'm asking you, who did she kill?
Nobody. Midge is just assuming. Midge is always throwing out theories.
Oh, okay, that's what you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, then she goes, some teacher showing up dead in New Jersey. You ran away with a child, and they ain't going to stop till they find you. So she's heard of Norma.
So that is Norma. Okay. That was my question, and it's right there. So I'm stupid. 53.
I don't have anything until Kathy hit the red button and dropped her head. She was absolutely...
Well, she's talking to Mom on the phone.
Yeah, she was absolutely pinned beneath grief, enough to make anyone submit.
Yeah.
Yeah, she tries. She tries to tell her mom what's up. Oh, well, yeah, she goes, Mom, I'm so sorry. I couldn't do this on my own. What, honey? Do what? Live. What? What's going on with Kathy? She couldn't live? What's going on? Kathy, was being married to Mark that bad?
There are a couple more Mark shots taken here.
Before the biggest Mark shot.
Do you think Sean was Mark at some point?
I don't know.
And that's his basis for this character, this fucking mess.
They should have fucking asked him, like, why? To be fair to us, he kind of pleaded innocence, like as if he's like pulled Sophie's journal out of his mind. He doesn't remember anything about it.
Hang on. That's something like I've heard famous writers do, and I don't even believe it when they say it.
I'm drinking so much water because I'm getting so scratchy throat. Hold on. I'm gonna. Oh yeah. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Go.
So yeah, she hangs up with Mom, and then she's got a message from Sclafani, right? He wants her to call her back, help her, and Sophie's still missing as she gets back to the motel. But then she calls Sclafani.
Yeah. And I have it. Do you have it? He goes, and Sean spells it out. And it's how I say, often how I answer the phone. Yellow. He spells that yellow.
Oh, you're right. Okay. Yep.
I mean, how would you spell it? Would you spell it yellow? I say it.
There's a famous passage in Infinite Jest where it's yellow with the M's.
Yellow? No, I say I'm hitting that Y. Yellow.
Okay. I'm a yo guy.
Sclafani.
Yeah.
Okay, so should we talk about when I asked Sean who he would cast as Sclafani, and he started talking about like other.
He got derailed.
He was confused.
Yeah. Well, when he said listen, I wanted to go through the fantasy casting with him, but when he acted like he couldn't even remember this book, I'm like, well, I'm not gonna bring that up.
That's what I wanted to do. I'm just trying, and then he was like, he was like, yeah, Sclafani, I like him. Yeah, he's good. Yeah. Which is what you do when you're just like, yeah, okay, moving on. Do you have anything until chapter 54?
No, he makes plans to come down there and get her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
then
all.
it's
Just
Detective
summarize it.
Nunez dropping Carla off, or she's Carla. She's dropping off Scalfani, and they're having like banter. I just wrote, "What is happening?" Because she's
Yeah.
going, "No beaches where I'm going." No, like they're like going, they're having this weird back and forth where I'm like, "They're wait, aren't they on the same page?" Like she thinks he's going on vacation. What's happening?
But isn't there a thing about he doesn't even bring clothes or something? Or I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
she's
guess
like,
it's
"Who
just.
packed for you?" And he's like, "I did." And he's like, "My wife." It's like
I know.
she
I know.
goes.
We gotta be for
He
television
goes.
sport.
There will be an arrest, but this one's different. And I wrote, for when you don't want to do the work to explain why it's different. All of a sudden, this detective that just got in the case is like, it's different.
Yeah.
There's a reason why Stephen King books sometimes top out at like 600 pages. He's doing the work. You ain't getting out to help with the bag. He opened the door and rolled out. Jokes.
Yep.
So I wrote
He goes down to see the sheriff.
Well, I was
right?
like, is this the narrator or Scafani? There seemed to be cops on both sides, so he waited for the Ellis guy or whatever. Well, who? What the fuck? Who?
What?
What? Who's saying this? Scafani or the narrator? He waited for the Ellis guy or whatever. Why? Who? Why is the narrator getting lazy? Or if it's
I know,
Scafani,
it's
I
the
understand.
same problem we've
Hey,
had for a while.
if it's I understand if it's the detective because he's like, I don't know who.
At least he's not swearing at us. For that, we can be grateful.
Hey, he'd only been off the plane an hour and he was still shaking off the jersey. You like that?
No. You know, it's funny. This is kind of a scene in The Wire as well, where they have to go to like Virginia.
They're always shaking off the Baltimore.
What?
I said they're
No,
always
no, no,
shaking
no,
off.
no, 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 no.
No,
But I mean, meeting with the local
yes.
hillbilly. Yeah.
Okay. You love The Wire.
Yeah.
I'm like adjusting. I'm getting into it. Who's your favorite character on The Wire?
How can you even ask that? Oh, well, Cuddy.
Cuddy. Okay.
He's like the only one that's got a redemptive arc, basically, and Bubbles. But and Bubbles is the easy one to say.
You watched it the whole thing. You watched The Wire like.
I've watched The Wire in total probably 10 times.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what? I dipped out the first time. I mean, if
Listen,
you're a Wire fan,
it took me 2 years to get past the first 2 episodes.
No, not even that. No, when first I watched it, and then guess
the docs.
No, the teacher stuff. I was like, I don't give a shit about the education.
Really?
I don't give a. I was in it, and then I was like dropping out.
See, people love that 4th season because the kids are the stars.
Oh, I can't do it. I loved the docs. I loved the docs. I mean, McNulty. I'm a basic guy, I guess. McNulty, like, I'm on it. Yeah. I'm with it. I love somebody messing. So he's good at their job, but they're messing up.
I gotta say though, one of the worst accents.
Have you ever watched the?
And it's only because I just went back to the first season again like 2 days ago, and he like fluctuates.
Is he from Baltimore? The character?
No. Oh, the character? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I would not. You hire what's his name, Dominical, whatever.
Yes, very British.
Yeah, and you go. Can you be like Woodard?
Yeah, it's weird.
I mean,
no, he's bad. I've even like read some of the books where like the other cast members were like, "Dude, you gotta fucking step up. This sounds like shit."
All he has to do is go, "The fuck did I like?" You gotta just learn that one line.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched The Affair with him?
No, I don't think I've seen him in anything else.
The Affair is one of those shows where it's good for
It's not British, is it?
2 seasons. No, I don't think it was. I don't remember what it was
Okay.
on. It's good for like 2 seasons, and then you're over it, and then it like overstays it. It keeps going, and then he's also good in the One Good Punisher movie, made by the woman, the French woman. I think she's French, with the dead Ray Stevenson or Ray something. He was in Rome. You know what I'm talking about? He's like a
I
character.
do, but I don't know this movie.
He is,
Yeah, 'cause
I
Ray
believe,
Stevenson
if
was,
I remember right, he plays Jigsaw in that
huh.
movie.
You know why I know Ray Stevenson?
Well, Rome was
Kill,
great. I loved Rome.
Kill the Irishman, buddy.
Kill the Irishman. Have I seen that?
It's very low budget. It's a Cleveland movie. It's about a Cleveland mobster.
I feel like it's in my head. I'm like, kill the one.
Walken's in it. Vincent D'Onofrio's in it, but and
Oh,
so is
it's the
Bobby
guy
Baca.
that made the fucking. What did he make? He made the thing before this. Say what he
Who was
made
it? He's
before, because I've
the
definitely seen.
director.
Yeah, the director. What did he make
Oh,
before?
he did The Punisher. There you go.
Okay, so there you
Bring
go.
it back around. That's why he's using Stevenson and everything.
Stevenson, best Punisher ever. Look, movie is tremendous. I've lost my place to the point that I'm back at Norma. Okay, hold on, jokes.
Okay, he's meeting with the sheriff, Sclafani. Ellison.
Are we on 272 yet?
270. Let's see where it stops. He walks into the room, Sclafani.
Yep.
Or he walks out of the room, whatever he does.
Yeah, and then he goes to meet
Goes
Kathy.
Yep.
And
Can't even recognize her.
yeah, she goes, you want coffee? That a cop joke? And I want coffee. Coffee's a cop joke?
Yeah, not donuts.
What the fuck? You know the mother? He asked that. Do you know Sophie's mother?
Yeah.
I went there once to talk to her and we got into an argument. And we're not really. No.
She was hostile, not an argument.
No. And that was it. She convinces Sclafani to find Sophie and let her be.
Yeah. And then she'll go in.
I have absolutely nothing. Is that where he says where he says how much he thinks she weighs? No, that's later.
Well, hang on. So the beginning of 56.
Yeah.
Is Jesus Lord in Heaven? She ate a person, and that's Midge saying that to herself. I don't know why it's in quotes.
No, it's in quotes, so she said it a lot, I imagine.
I know, but she doesn't say it to anybody, so that's one of those
italics,
things.
It would be in her mind.
Yeah, that's what he should have done.
Yeah.
Look at this cool guy drinking out of the bottle.
I'm not drinking out of the bottle. I'm pouring it into my glass. It's a very cheap white wine I used cooking the other night. Very cheap.
So, yeah, what's Midge do with her? She's looking for the girl. And Midge is going to go look for her, right?
Yep.
Isn't that what happens?
Basically, she goes...
And she's going to get her some Benadryl.
Well, she says, that's the thing. And she goes, she saw Sophie. She's pretty sure she saw Sophie.
She's been coming in for the continental breakfast.
Yes.
For two straight days. That's right.
Yeah. And then Kathy figures out, okay, if she's around here, she's probably in the room that nobody's using. And there's a Starbucks gift card at the end. And she goes to that room, and there's the old Sophie Starbucks gift card.
Yeah, so she knows how to pick the lock to get in.
Yeah. So.
But there was that weird thing before where what does Kathy do? Does she pass out? She like falls on the floor.
She's
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
woozy again.
She
Yeah,
passes out from lack of
yeah.
oxygen. Yeah.
Because
Okay.
she's so big. She's so big.
Yes. Here we go.
So
57. This is you. This
57.
is you.
I mean, there's Sheriff Dale Waters in italics.
Oh, where is the 100 pounds? We didn't skip it, did we?
I mean, I don't know. Anyway.
The actual weight? I know it's right in the beginning of a chapter.
Oh no, it's coming up in this. Yeah, it's in
Okay,
57.
okay.
Yeah, I just looked. Okay, so they're talking about pizza or something like that. I wrote just sigh on the margins. I wrote sigh. They're like, "Hey, just no roasted red peppers. It's done already. They're cold, like roasted peppers
Oh,
and
yeah. You know,
bugs."
that sounds like a thing that's trying to be too Jersey.
Yeah, they have rolls.
Roasted peppers and mozz.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, she's on the move, out of the country by now, or out of the county by now. I'd bet Waters didn't take his eyes off the paperwork. Couldn't even ditch the kid and gone on the run. Sclafani didn't think so. Duh. But he could not mention the coffee date with his suspect.
You don't need to say that.
The part where he was like, I don't think so, because I know.
No, you don't need to say that sentence. You don't need to write that. He
Yeah.
couldn't mention. Like,
Yes,
we know that.
yes.
We know that's the suspense. You don't have to tell us.
Yes.
This is where the bad guy does something good.
It could have been.
Direct, so tell
Hey,
us that.
look, Sean said, wish I had another pass at this thing. Maybe maybe Sheriff Dale Waters is a bright guy, and is like, man, she kind of like knows what we're, there could be some element where, and then Sclafani's got to be like, I don't, he's playing against him a little bit, going, hey, give her time.
I'll say, when he was like giving us this book in a one sentence premise, and why he chose a anxious person to find the journal's power.
Yeah.
There's fucking so many spin-offs you could do with this horror movie style. Someone's got to go in that burnt up house and pull that notebook out, but it's got to be someone who's demented.
Clearly. But also, I felt like, did he go to a website and go, generate me a plot premise? That's what he said. He took a premise where it was like, journal comes alive. You think
that's true?
You think he did that?
No, you're right.
Or do you think he was just like, that'd be fun? He did speak a lot about the being a teacher. We didn't press him on it.
Yeah.
Being a teacher, what does that mean? That's something that's not tapped. Sean was very minded about what, like, things being like not tapped. Who is accessing this audience? This audience isn't reading this. There's no like, he's very much about how to get the most eyes on it. He talked about, I didn't have a pen, and maybe I should have done a pen name.
Yeah.
Look, I can see why he's as successful as he is.
It's the shit I don't do. So I get it why he.
But then I thought, this guy's got so much get up and go, and he's still kind of like, he hits those walls where it's like, this isn't getting this guy isn't getting traction, this isn't. It's like, and this guy's firing on all of his cylinders, or he's trying.
Yeah.
What hope is there for the rest of us? If this guy is going, I'm trying over here, and it's like, uh-oh.
Yeah, I haven't written a song in like a year and a half.
I was gonna ask him, like, so because he was talking about, like, you put the
and that's my only outlet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like I could rotate like he was saying. So I really have no excuse.
I was gonna ask him, and I went, I don't want to get into it. But when you push those other things aside, you go, this one has the most fire, or what, do you think, those other projects, because I am somebody that, like, loses, like, once I look back, I go, I'm not into it anymore. That's the reason why I left you.
Sure.
But I feel like Sean's maybe somebody that goes back around and goes, So here we go. At the end of 57,
Yeah.
Scafani says he's talking to somebody about who to look for.
Yes.
And he goes, Kathy. Think of her, but heavier. How much heavier? Like 100 pounds.
And he saw her right before her collapse.
Yeah, he did.
From being too fat.
She can't even, her thighs are like slapping together. She's like, she's like the guy in fucking, the way it's written in my mind is like in Monty Python with the guy with the one more bit. He's like, it's that big. Like,
Yeah.
Not quite, but you know. And when he goes, I don't know, 100
Shallow
pounds.
Hal.
Yeah.
That's what I see in my head.
He goes, I don't know, 100 pounds. Scafani, 100 pounds.
Maybe he's right, and just the writing's bad. It's either one or the other.
So then we're on to chapter 58.
But hang on, you know what I'm thinking, and I've only seen the movie, but Thinner.
Yeah, you said we have a reverse Thinner
Right.
going on.
Yeah. And I just
that
keep
movie
having it in
freaked
my
me
head.
out as a child. Thinner.
I saw pretty young. Yeah.
Yeah, but would you want to be that guy, or would you want to be Kathy?
You're gonna die either way. I'd rather be that guy, I think.
Because he's into it at first. He's like, hell yeah.
Yeah, he's eating like hell and not gaining in any way. Yeah.
What the? Well, Scafani, he's in a patrol unit and he's riding behind the patrol unit in his rented car. He's kind of he's
Where you at?
I'm on 288. Do you have anything before that?
Okay, I guess not, because I forgot we're doing our cut scenes, and it starts with Kathy going into that unit where all the money's stashed.
Yep.
There's a weird scene coming up with that, too.
Scafani says, he's thinking about what he might see, what he's, he's a weathered old detective. He also knew he had an occasion to see a dead 2-year-old baby's bloody handprints. He needed go deaf. That's how it's written. He needed to go deaf.
Yeah.
It was what he could hear, if allowed, that could destroy him. Any investigator played scenes in their minds again and again. There were some that were hard to watch, but they were important, and they had to be watched. You relive a scene you weren't there for, become a witness. I was like, this is stupid.
I know, it's a little too much into this guy's head.
At this point, at page 288, this needed to be back when he was like going, God damn, all these school crimes.
I'd take a spin-off from this guy.
I almost,
Give me a procedural
I
with
almost
Scafani.
wanted it right. Well, the Scafani, I should have, but then now I know the answer because I said the name of the guy, and he was like, don't remember him. I don't have anything until 292.
Well, Scafani is checking out the motel.
Yeah.
And he sees the open door at the end, but he thinks it's being serviced by a housekeeper's cart, and he doesn't see anybody in there.
Yep.
So we got a near miss there. A tease. A false finish.
So then we get a Kathy. She's trying to pull herself up. She's grabbing sheets.
Well, she barreled her way into the room, right?
Right, yes. I think so, yes.
And she does see someone looking in.
Yeah.
But she stays face down on the rug.
Yeah. And she's grabbing things. She's like grabbing at things, and look, spoilers. She grabs a gun in the sheets.
Well, first she finds Sophie.
Yeah.
Does she not?
No, I don't think it's that yet. No, it isn't here. Yeah, no, it is here. Almost kneeling, she dug her fist into the top of the bed and pulled herself onto her knees. She gripped, bang! The loudest balloon pop she'd ever heard detonated right in front of her face, just as she rose above the mattress. A fiery white flash blinded her, and the side of her cheek stung with a sudden burning scrape. She heard a steady ring through cotton and nothing else.
Yeah, so what is this?
Well, Kathy's Kathy. She's managed to shoot herself in the face.
Is that what you think it is?
Yeah, no, yeah, she did. She has the gun.
Does she say a gun?
Yeah, it's a gun.
Okay. All right. I don't remember reading that. So in my mind, maybe I was just. I still don't see where she has the gun.
Well, she grabs Sophie and she leaves.
Yeah.
It was just a graze.
No, I know that, but in my mind, it was like a booby trap that fucking Midge set so that no one would steal their loot.
No.
Okay. That'd be funner. Because I need a spin off of her too.
Then we got nothing. 59. They're checking on Sophie and her, and
well, Midge has her medicine.
Well,
and then she's gonna have Sophie write.
Yep. She goes, time for an essay. Home.
Yeah.
Then we cut to Sophie. Rolled off the mattress in the dark. She had socks on, but the wood floor cooled her feet. I have that stretched out because I was kind of like, wood floor? And, slum? Okay. I don't know.
Oh, because she is back home now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some houses I'm thinking of.
Wood floor? Okay. No.
Yeah.
Look, man, I'm gentrified. I'm like, wood floors are only in the homes that
No,
buy.
listen. I mean, the ghetto here, where I spent a lot of time, were like beautiful houses in the 1900s.
But now.
But they still have like nice furnishings, just obviously. So they're wood.
So you're looking down going, you can't ruin this. The value is going to go down on this. You got to keep these good.
No, listen, there's a lot of carpet in these places too, but where there's not, there are some wood floors.
On our house that we just left, I was like, God, we should tear up the kitchen tile because I know that the hardwood floor would go through this. I know it.
Yeah.
But we did not. So Sophie's happy that her mom's back. And the guy's back as well. She's eating cereal, her bulging cheeks.
Yeah, we don't hear from Mom yet.
So Kathy's back at home. It does a lot of work of like she's like looking just down at her feet almost like it's confusion, mounting terror. Is she gonna be big? Is she gonna be small?
But there she was.
I did write not how eyes work. Because she's like, I'm not gonna look at me. She's like, I'm not gonna. It's like how do eyes work? You can't like. I'm gonna avoid.
You can't not look at yourself.
Yes. You will see what you weigh.
Yeah.
And then she's good. She's smiling. She's back.
Yeah.
And I wrote, are we really doing the Kathy, you could be fatter. You should be happy because you could be fatter. Now you know. Oh, this is what we're doing. This is the Kathy arc. Now you know what it's like to be really big. Now you should, because she was like, before she was like pulling her clothes, going,
Right.
I don't feel comfortable. It's like, I don't know, wear clothes that make you feel good. Kathy, there's a fix. I'm sorry, Sean, but you're a man. You don't know. You wear the clothes that make you feel good. So,
Mark tries to call her. She hits decline.
she hung up. Yeah, I wrote LOL.
No. Oh, she wanted to hit decline. I'm sorry. She does answer.
No, she doesn't. Does she?
Yeah, she does. Because she said she had a 48-hour flu. He's still in London.
No, here it is. He goes, "You're great. Okay, talk to you later, honey. I love." She hung up.
Yeah.
Let me pause it. Hold on.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay. He goes, "Talk to you later, honey. I love." She hung up. She hates Mark. Sorry. Why?
Jesus.
I'm sorry. Edit it out. I'm sorry. Why does she hate Mark so much? He's only been good.
I know.
So then she reads Sophie's journal entry about all this stuff. It's fine. It's another Sophie journal entry. We should have asked him about that. We should have been like, what's it like to write as a supernatural child? He really acted like he did not remember one iota of writing this book.
I know. But I didn't want to be that specific either. Because, come on, that's not fun. To know too much.
But also, look, I admire that he was like, it's not good, right? Like, and that's where I was like, oh shit, he listened. He was waiting. He's like, when are they gonna be like, hey, so the book, right?
So what is this story from Sophie?
Which one here? I'm on page 304. I do have something.
Well, 302 then, because the action usually happens after she reads the story, no? Or is this the story that sent her back to where she is? On 302, 301, 302.
Well, she's just reading Sophie's story.
I know, but I'm asking about what is the story about?
Home.
So this is the one that got her back. This is not
Yes.
foretelling something to come.
No,
that's what I'm asking.
Which doesn't apply to the rules.
Right. Sometimes she reads them before they happen.
Yes.
Right. That's all. Okay.
So, Kathy's back. She's feeling it.
She thinks she's going to talk to Principal Lewis, but she don't know that Lewis got busted.
From a story, from the journal.
So everything's good because Dean Fischler's a nice guy and gives her the fucking garden club.
The way Sean described the idea of the book was very good. What if somebody that didn't want a bunch of stuff and was like had a lot of issues got a hold of it and tried to fix themselves and it all went, what? That sounds good. This is not that book that he was thinking about.
Yeah, you're kind of right.
So she's going. Kathy's going. She can't figure out what's going on, and she's going. Kathy could feel her hands go cold. Her heart raced. She wanted to ask 100 questions.
Well, because she found out about Norma.
Yeah.
She's getting things in drips and drabs.
But
she's got to play it cool.
Yeah. I just wrote, it's okay. Norma was full of hate. Don't worry about it. You knew that as her best friend. I know she... so somebody goes, the things you said at her service were beautiful. She wouldn't be able to ask. I know she would have appreciated them, he said. Did appreciate them. I said, what did she do? An 8-minute Islam bit? Like, hey, all right, folks. You know who Norma hates?
But Dean wants her to take 2 weeks off, right?
Yep. Yeah, Dean's the new principal, and he goes, hey, take time off. He goes, you want the club? Yes, I do. Great. Language arts thing never brought up again.
He's the kingmaker now.
Yeah. Did you have anything about the... she never stepped into a public school in Carson that wasn't colored with joy, but there was definitely a gradient in their viscosity.
That's a tough one, man.
Yeah, okay.
It's not good if that's what you want me to say. It's a lot of. I don't know. You're either writing that kind of book or you're writing this kind of book.
Yeah.
Don't mix the two.
So now we're eulogizing Norma at a school gathering, and
So what's going on?
yeah, on
Oh, that's right. And
USA.
Sophie's all fucked up about it.
We are so lucky here at PS18 to have learned from and spent time with a great person. There is no one I have ever known that spent time with Miss Weingarten, whether fellow teacher or student, that didn't have stories about her. Colorful stories, all of them. She dedicated her life to this school, our children, our colleagues, and unless they were Muslim. Then
Well, she
maybe
said
not.
colorful. She didn't say wonderful.
Yeah, she was incredibly
I think she's permanent.
descriptive. Yeah. So then they're showing pictures of Norma in front of the school, and I think the narrator or Kathy is thinking, yet another lifeline gone, another one taken. By Sophie. Sophie murdered this woman.
Yeah. All because she wanted her to help save Kathy.
Yeah. Kathy could no longer look up at the images of Norma graduating high school, dancing with coworkers at school functions, and smiling with students, and other stuff.
Yeah.
But one face disturbed Kathy. Sophie was watching the slideshow through a snarl.
Yeah. So Kathy grabs her and pulls her out of the auditorium.
And this is Kathy being stupid again. They were no doubt fearing another abduction. Kathy, you've already established that it's back to normal. Why do you think that they're fearing an abduction?
Yeah, that's true. Well, but hang on though. That is weird because the other stuff all happened, but the abduction didn't happen.
No, it didn't. Everyone's treating her normally. So then
I
she's
know,
like,
but
I'm going to
why?
grab her. I don't know because they never explained the fucking rules, Sean.
That's what I'm saying. Like, her sister's still dead, but the abduction was like, why couldn't she get Sophie to write a story to take her way back to the beginning? That seems preferable to me. Okay, I'm looking for answers.
Fucking know.
Give me answers on these.
She's running around going, oh my god, they're going to think I kidnapped her again. Bitch, you fucking know that everybody is already, you just got a fucking job from the new principal.
Yeah.
62. Larry wanted to take that carpet.
Hang on.
Okay.
It's an important thing. We're, right?
Yeah.
That wasn't enthused. No, what does she ask Sophie about? I feel like
Where?
She kind of admits to why she killed her, right? Because again, Kathy's like screaming at Sophie and being like, "She's my friend."
Yeah.
And then what? We don't get any resolution?
No. Yeah, Sophie no-sells her.
Okay. All right, all good.
She rained
That's how that
hard, her face downward.
Okay. So yeah, Larry the Can Man. I saw him pop back up. I'm like, again.
I cut the question about Kathy and her
Parents.
dad.
Oh, well, you were right. That is his parents, though. Larry and Eileen.
Yeah. I didn't want to pry.
Yeah.
He stepped over it to after Larry he'd finished his bathroom business. I was like, Larry's always pooping or shit or like pissing. He's fucking. The carpet tile was about a square yard and could come in handy when Can Man had to sit in less than book response.
Yeah, I don't know why you say that.
I was like, well, I wrote the narrator's on good terms. He knows him as the Can Man.
Or maybe he just thinks you forgot that that's who Larry is because
Yeah.
he doesn't say it.
I got nothing. I wrote literally at the end of this chapter, I went, okay.
Yeah, what is going on here?
Larry wheeled the cart into the alley and went to the double doors that led to the basement of the dope house.
Oh, he's going to smoke crack in the basement
Yep.
of Sophie's house.
Yep.
Right. I forgot about this.
Yep. 63. Sophie's written about a fire in her house. I think she's thinking.
Yeah, Kathy's reading this in her car.
Yeah. She goes to the police station. She asks for Sclafani. She goes, Detective Sclafani. They go, Sergeant Sclafani, which he'd been talking about. I should be Sergeant.
Yeah.
But now he is in this new world, in this new reality. I wrote, why did he get promoted? That wasn't written about.
No. I don't know. I'm sure there's a line in Sophie's story that mentions.
Kathy cringed, I suppose.
You know.
I mean, I don't have anything.
She just wants the cops to go over there because she saw this painting or the story, right?
She thinks the house is going to light on fire because of what she wrote.
So she wants Stefani to go check out the house. Welfare check.
Just Kathy. She'll remember I said this name thing is making me nervous. And guess what? I won't spoil it. We'll get to it at the end. There's no... What is her last name? We should have fucking asked him. He wouldn't have remembered. He wouldn't even...
Right. Yeah, because they do say Mrs. A again. Well, who's Maria again? Why? Yeah, doesn't Kathy make up some reason as to how she knows Sclafani?
Yeah.
Okay.
Goes, I know you just look like a... I went to school with your... What does she say?
Wife?
I used to go to school with Maria. Because she's like always Italian, so he'll know Maria. He goes, Ananacci or Sclafani? She says, Ananacci.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
And then he knows.
I wasn't quick enough to pick up on what she was throwing down there. That's all.
So.
And then wait a second. Yeah, I didn't understand this, so I'm glad I found this. The end of 317. What's going on?
Well, she says, good. I'll say hi to Maria when I see her. What was your name? Kathy. Kathy? Just Kathy. She'll remember. And I wrote this name thing, and not giving her last name is making me nervous. And congratulations, Sergeant. It took Sclafani a second. He bowed and then waved goodbye. A detective seated beside Sclafani watched Kathy's exit. Decent ass. For 60, it's a miracle. Because the woman that she said she went to school with is old.
Oh, okay.
I wrote sigh.
Okay. So you think he's hip to her lying about this?
Yes, he knows.
Okay. He's making a little jokes. I'm just slow, man. I don't know what...
You consume too many gummies. You crack this open, gummied out.
I did read this in a quick pass.
Like this. She checked the cigarette box again as if an elf might have deposited more in there. One smoke remained, and Kathy did not want to go. I said I completely forgot about Kathy and smoking.
Yeah.
She ached with loss. She looked around her townhouse, and I was like, I thought it was a fucking apartment. What the fuck is happening? It was a house, and then it was an apartment. What the
Hang
fuck?
on. Is she not in a... Yeah, I guess she's not in a new place. Okay. That's not till the last story. I forgot. I keep messing up my timelines here.
She paced the house, which I underlined.
You're right.
Mark was on his way back from London, and she'd see him first thing in the morning. Remember that. Next.
Nothing else?
I have on 320. Let me see here. Kathy is so dumb. She can't make the connection. Let's see. What am I talking about?
Oh, she's talking to her mom. Right?
Yeah. Kathy was just
She
too
got
fucked
her.
up. Oh, because mom is like, you know what I like to do with depression? I like to paint. It's never like drawn back. Kathy's like,
Yeah.
what?
She had Brussels sprouts for dinner. I didn't really. This is just banter.
Well, it says, at the feet of wisdom there was learning and enlightenment. But Kathy missed those offerings and used it like a dagger. Everything was suicide. She turned the words on herself and pierced the veil of self-confidence. Look, credit to Sean for doing this, where it's like, if this is the arc and it's a flat line, I like that. I love HUD with Paul Newman, where he starts as a big ol' asshole and he ends as a big ol' asshole.
Had to mention Cool Hand Luke, you fucking asshole.
I did. How could you ever see Glenn Luke? You gotta see HUD. And then I did, because the book doesn't do it, I put my own little, like, narrator about to change, like, little, like, I can't do it.
Oh, okay.
I did a little squiggly line, 3 dots, like, here we go, and we're back to Sophie.
Yep.
It was already nighttime, and Sophie had very little light in the vestibule. You know how kids think. The vestibule.
I remember we had
Go ahead.
in rehab, you'd have groups all day, and it was old timers who were coming in to talk to you. And we had this old timer. He was like 80 years old, and he was telling a story. And again, I'm the most educated guy in here by far. You know, this is people from prison, people on the streets. There's like 2 other kids that went to private school there, but that's it. And he's talking about people waiting in a vestibule. And people had to raise their hands and be like, what are you talking about? What's a vestibule? And he was so old, he didn't know how to explain it. So then I had to explain it to the group.
How did you explain it?
like not a foyer, but like a waiting area, no? I don't
It's
know.
like a
I don't even know that much.
It's like a small, and there's light, and then like it's, there's coats. Maybe?
Sounds like there's, yeah.
You want to see my wife? She's acting like she doesn't want us to be seen.
That's
Look,
okay.
I want to do this. Oh, look at her. She's covered her face.
So Sophie's drawing.
But no, hold on. No, we're not done with vestibule yet. Because once I saw vestibule, I was like, no fucking way. And guess what? 3-pronged brass chandelier in the main hallway was working on its last bulb that gave off a dull amber glow. A touch of it spilled into the vestibule. Not the last one either. I think there's another one. 65.
So Sophie's drawing pictures, right?
Yep.
But her mom's got a man. They got a 6-pack of beer, and they're going to smoke crack, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. Just a.
It's chapter 65.
Well, but hang on, because there's a hint.
Oh.
Is there not the beer can rolled across her sky, darkening patches of the blue in her sky, bringing the gray in the paper around her strokes?
Yeah.
What did the beer affect her foretelling?
That's not established. It's just established that she changes. She goes blue to black. She's going to grab another color. She's going to start drawing smoke.
Okay.
Let's see. Kathy. So we're back to Kathy, chapter 65. All this time alone at home allowed her to take inventory of the events of the past couple weeks. It's a single night. You just said that Mark was coming back the next day. God damn it. What was written was real. Oh my God. Kathy, we're on page 323, and this is your revelation?
Yeah.
The fuck? So, disregarding all that, we're back to what is
Oh,
it?
but hang on. Here's my favorite sentence. Me being me. She slid out the 7-minute respite from disorder and placed it in her lips. That's how I'm gonna say it
You
at work
smoke a
now.
little ciggy.
I'm gonna
It's
go
time
take
for a
my
little.
7-minute respite from disorder.
You find, there isn't where you find a burner to lean over.
Oh yes.
So then we got to Sophie's mother. She's grabbing a lighter. Her male friend is removing the filling of a cheap cigar and replacing it with marijuana. They're it's hardcore over there. If he's buying a cheap cigar, this guy's wild. He's buying a cheap
Make sure
cigar.
to ask Sean how good he was
He's just like
because
he's just pushing out the tobacco. I don't need this. You think? Look,
he went
I
to
don't.
film school, so he's.
I don't
I
want
don't
to
care if he's from
do.
Jersey or
I
not. He's
don't
not
want
more
to say
hood.
that Sean's never rolled his own thing, but this old black man, I assume,
Yeah.
is buying a cheap cigar just to. He's deconstructing to reconstruct. Feel like that's a lot of work.
What? You don't think people do that?
I do think dumb people.
Are you kidding? I
I
think you're
mean,
too white. That's like
look,
I only take issue with how he describes it. I don't take issue with the practice at all. That's what you do, man. You
no,
kidding?
no.
You
What
know how
you
many
do is
Swisher wrappers are in my front
no,
lawn
no,
right
no, no,
now?
no, no. What you do is you grab a cola can, you put a little hole in there.
Okay.
Yeah,
No, I'm serious. I mean,
you find
there's
what's
a
available.
no.
What do you do when you're buying a cheap cigar? Smoke the cigar then. You
You
can
just get
find
rid of the
ways. If
tobacco.
you want to smoke, you can find ways. Am I wrong?
Yeah, no, that's a thing, man.
No, I
Again,
know it's a
every
thing.
fucking day. It's
Look,
yeah. Well, I mean, listen,
I'm
drug addicts.
disagreeing then with the way.
No, but part of it that's nice is that it's still flavored.
You want a little bit of tobacco,
I mean,
little
we used
heat
to get
on
the
it.
grape flavored ones, and
Ugh,
that was like part of
grape
it.
flavored anything is the
It was.
no.
That takes me back to being like 22 again.
No.
We should buy one of those and smoke
Look,
it straight. I
am
give
I
a
too
little.
white? I'll say this: I've only in my life ever just paid people. I go, roll it for me, thank you. Don't want any part of it.
Oh, listen, I'm not. I've never rolled a joint.
I can't do it. I've tried. I've bought the little gimmicks. I've done everything I can.
Yeah.
I can't do it. So I go, hey, you know what would be great if I
Oh,
paid
I'm a
you.
tinfoil guy. I can
Wait,
make a tinny right now in 20 seconds.
wait. Are you saying to me where you take the Pepsi?
No.
Oh, okay.
You make a bowl out of tinfoil.
Oh, okay. Look, I'm not going to say that the can is better. Tinfoil, Larry? Come on.
What?
You use a soda pop can like the adults in the room.
No, that was too complicated. It really was.
I would
My
disagree.
my
I would
tinfoil pipes are
disagree.
amazing.
But when the first guy tried to explain it to me, I was like, "What is this fucking rocket science? I got to do this now? What the fuck am I doing here? Can you just give me what the fuck?" The guy that gave. Oh, by the way, when I was a kid, the guy that gave it was. He goes, "Hey, you like Frank Sinatra?" I said, "Yes, that's accurate." And a magazine or something of like Frank Sinatra. And he's like, "Look," and it was all like just like stems and seeds. And he's like, "Go home and smoke this." I
Who
was
was
like,
this guy?
he was. Look, that's another podcast. Is a wild character where I was like, you took so much care. I felt obligated to do this,
Sure.
and I was so young. I was like, how? And he was like, you take a can, and you take a can and you do, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing here? What am I drilling holes now? I'm like,
Yeah.
And of course, at that time, you go, nothing happened. What the fuck is going on? I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Oh man, but the Frank Sinatra rapping. You like Frank Sinatra? Yes, I do. Well, guess what I got rapping here?
Wow.
So we cut to some cops, some street cops.
Well, hang on.
Officers-
Sophie's drawing her clouds, so she's giving more hints as to what's going on, right?
Yeah.
Black and orange, gray billows, flames, big reaching flames. Okay, and then we cut to the officers fucking eating. Yes.
Officers Irizarry and Mosley.
Yes.
That
Irizarry.
Irizarry. That's a
I
tough
don't know.
one. That's an odd
Yeah.
one to throw.
I know.
prefer my
Why would
John
you even
Sa-
make that up?
I prefer my John Sanford where he was like Detective Caps Lock. Literally, he named one guy who's like Caps Lock. And they're like, "How'd you come up with that?" He's like, "I looked at my keyboard." They're talking about food. These places use oil and shit in the wok. Mosley, an admitted gym rat, narrator knows that, said to the officer behind the wheel. I'm just hungry. You better pick something around here or I'm just going to a drive-thru. Ain't nothing on MLK. You're tripping. What is this boulevard? There's no drive-thrus? This boulevard's insane.
There's some streets like that, though.
Not on MLK Boulevard. We know so much about it. There's no way there's no fast food on MLK Boulevard.
Okay.
So, they basically Kathy remembers the smell of eggs. They cut back to where she's smoking her cigarette, and she's like, I remember what I smelled at her place. Eggs! It's a gas leak! And you have to remember all of the other stuff about...
Oh, yes, okay.
Yeah. So she's
It
driving.
doesn't say eggs, it just says gas smell.
No, I wrote... I wrote eggs at the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Eggs! So, it's chapter 66. Sorry.
Kathy's running over there. She's in the car going...
He's going 15 miles per hour. Then we cut back to the cops. Looks fine. Mosley turned back to his cell phone. Irizarry kept looking. Should we ring? And say what? And he goes,
Yeah, they're a little unsure because things look okay.
Yes, I don't know. It's a welfare check. Kids? And I wrote, are these untrained? Are they underage? They've been told to check on this house, and they're like, I don't even know what. They're like, what do we knock? What do we do? What's happening? So, anyways, Sophie's back. She got up and left.
Hang on. As they're outside, Kathy walks up to him.
Yeah.
That's important. Okay, Sophie.
Hold on. Hold on. Little pause. We're so close. All right. Sophie got up and left the vestibule, heading for her apartment door.
Hang on. That's what I didn't get either. What apartment?
It was the townhouse. In the house.
No. Stop. That's Kathy. This is Sophie.
Yeah, I know.
Sophie lives in a house.
No. In other times, she lives in an apartment.
No, you're thinking of Kathy.
No, that's also Kathy.
Okay, both. No, man. Unless it's a double. It's probably a duplex.
I think Sean got...
And the vestibule is where the two doors to each floor are. There you go. I got it.
I think Sean just got confused as he was writing. Because at first I thought Kathy lived in a...
But the basement door would be there as well. So that makes sense for those kinds of houses, I'm telling you.
I know. Look,
okay.
I think he's right all the time. He throws out
The
apartment.
Kathy one straight up wrong.
He throws out townhouse. He throws out home.
Yeah, Kathy's is definitely mixed, but this one, okay. Yeah. I've never heard someone call one floor of a duplex an apartment, but I guess so.
So, Kathy's running up and going, please, please. You know, the house is fucked up.
Where are you at here?
I'm on 330, 331. I don't have anything.
Okay, well, no, I'm just thinking because Larry rolls up out of his crack-induced stupor.
Yeah, and he's also grabbing the cops going, there's something wrong with that place.
Ah, that's right. Yeah. Miss Tisha House.
Yeah.
They tell him to keep going. Get the
Broom, broom. Sophie.
Well, hang on. You're skipping sexy time. Tisha lured her man down the hallway with a beer in one hand, a blunt in the other, and enough wiggle to compete with the two.
Yeah.
Oh boy! And he paused at her tights. Light this shit first.
Wait, you gotta read it light this shit first. By the way, Sean had and I appreciate it. I loved it. He had no qualms about yes, I will do voices for races. I will do Jew. I will do black. It doesn't matter to me. Appreciate it. Light this shit first, she said. Where's my lighter? You left it in the kitchen. Get it. He had her tights on the way down. She wrestled up. No, lighter. Damn. He grabbed the blunt from her and headed to the kitchen at the rear of the house. He grabbed the lighter off the kitchen table and put the smoke between his lips. So, then we cut back. It's before this broom. It's Kathy being like, her name is Sophie. She's in my class. I think there's a gas leak. So
wait, did the explosion happen already?
Well, then Larry is tugging at Mosley's arm. Get off me! Then Larry, the cameraman, says, that landlord doing something dangerous in that alley, Larry said. And then Mosley says, Can Man, you're spitting all over me. I said, oh, they know him. News to me. And then they're talking back and forth. Kathy, Larry, everything. See, get them out. She wants to come to me, honey. Sophie's at the door. Sophie's not in a young lady who's home. And boom! The vestibule. No. So the house explodes.
It blows them all back.
Yeah.
But Sophie's okay.
Yeah. And then Kathy followed her eyes. So Kathy pulled Sophie's head out and looked at her face. She caressed it with her fingers and smiled at her. Gross. Sophie looked down. Kathy followed her eyes to the journal that lay beside them on the concrete. It was open to Sophie's drawing. The calamity on the page shocked Kathy. She picked up the book and looked at the fiery scene Sophie drew. I thought Kathy had the journal. She was reading it prior. How did Sophie get a hold of it? Did we miss something?
You're right. What was she reading at home when she called the cops? Right? She was in her car reading it. I'm going back because, that's a real problem. See, I thought Sophie was just writing a fucking... Well, unless, did Kathy bring it with her?
But then it happened because she drew it in her house. She was like, I'm drawing this.
No, but she also wrote about it in the journal. See, this is kind of a twofer. Remember, that was the story Kathy was reading, and that's why she called the cops. Hang on. No, not yet. Hang on. I'm going back here. Where did she read the fucking story about the flames? Going back. Fire was all around. 63. Okay, so here's the timeline. She's in her car and read the journal on her lap. She was checking the essays from the school day. Sophie's was out of the norm. his face during the assembly all day was distressing. Kathy closed the book and placed it on the passenger seat with the other journals. She didn't know what to make of it all. Kathy was watching cops. She does in police cars come and go. That's when she goes and talks to Sclafani. Okay. Decent ass for 60. She checked the cigarette box again. Yeah, I don't know how Sophie got this back.
I'm not sure either.
Well, but that's the story, though. The smoke was thick and black, pouring out and filling the sky. It was shining on. So I think her drawing the picture isn't in the journal.
No, because she grabs the journal. The orange, pencil flames and black billows of smoke poured from an airplane. Sophie's plane was ablaze. Oh, so she also sees that Sophie's drawn airplane burning and crashing.
Yes, that's right. Okay, so yeah, I don't know how Sophie got that damn journal back. That is a real plot hole.
Maybe we missed it. It's entirely possible.
No, man, that is that night that she reads that
Because
thing
that
and then calls.
she thinks about the gas, but she doesn't. I mean, so Sophie must have gotten it back at some point. We don't know how much time has passed between.
That's true, but she had gone to the cops first,
Uh-huh.
and then went home to smoke. So somewhere in there, I don't know.
So
yeah, the plane crash.
So Kathy sees this picture of a plane crashing. And she
Ah,
takes that
yes.
page out of the book. And then she takes the book and she whips it into the burning house.
Yep.
It landed inside Sophie's apartment and caused apartment, by the way.
Yep.
And caused a fiery pop when it hit the floor inside. And I wrote, I wish that they had done this to this book.
Oh, come on.
Sorry, Sean. They all turn away from the flames. Miss, get away! Sorry. You're gonna have a fun time finding these. I'm gonna hit B. I did it again. Marker created at 1:21:23.
Okay.
And then the narrator goes, the one called to Officer Mosley. One call, who?
The fireman.
Okay. Fireman suited up and ran toward the house. One called Officer. How many?
Yeah.
So her mom survives. Sophie's mom survives.
Yeah.
And then Kathy, still down on the pavement, leaned forward, folded her hands, and rested her head on them. She closed her eyes and breathed. A tragic air disaster that would change the course of her tomorrow sat folded in her pocket. Tragic? It's murder! You're committing murder!
It's also fucking Breaking Bad. Right?
Not nice.
Okay.
How
It's just such like a... I don't know. It's not a very common thing you see. Causing a plane crash inadvertently.
But she saw and she was like, oh shit, my husband's on a plane. That's got to come true. What did he do? What did he do to you?
That's another plot point my brain didn't connect the dots on.
What?
That's Mark's plane. I didn't think about that.
Yeah. What did Mark ever do? The fuck?
She's not a hero. That's what you got to get your head around. It's Sophie or something. I don't know.
Chapter 68. So it ends goes, this plane crash will change her tomorrows. Many yesterdays later. And I did the math. It's 3 years. Because I did find out how old she says she is in the beginning of the book. It's 3 years.
Okay.
It's 3 years later. She's gliding around. She's doing her morning routine. Richard came into the kitchen, slid behind her, and kissed her gently on the neck. She glowed in the newness of everything of him. How quickly something so new had become familiar and wonderful. She leaned back into his bare chest as he wrapped his arms around her midsection his hands coming to rest lovingly on her belly as if he knew. She put her hands over his and they were still. Good mornings. Look, I'm going to read this like, you ever watch Lost?
No.
Okay. You ever watch Suddenly Susan?
A few episodes.
You know
I
the
don't
one
remember.
guy with he has like eyeliner permanently around his eyes? I'm going to send it to it.
Okay.
Anybody named Richard? I'm going to do this here. Hold on. Richard.
So what do you think this guy
His name
looks
was
like?
his name was Richard on Lost. What was his actor's name? Nestor Carbonaro.
Okay.
Did you put Nestor Carbonaro?
Nestor Carbonell. That's the second Nestor that comes up. Okay.
So
yeah, I
this
know
is,
that guy.
So this is Richard.
Okay.
Good morning, sweetie, he said. Happy birthday. You're a dynamite 30-something. She leaned back and brushed his cheek with her finger and smiled. You can say 35, she said. I'm not afraid.
Why did you cast him as him?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I thought there was a reason.
He says swarthy Richard.
Okay.
Okay. So that's the last line of the book. The book's done.
Oh, I thought there was the line about the empty seat. Oh, well, we kind of skipped it at the end of 337. That's a poignant little line, little paragraph.
That's Sophie's not in the school anymore?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what happened. She's happy that her mom's alive. Well, here we go.
No. What are you talking about? 337. Let me read it to you.
Yeah.
Wednesday morning in the classrooms at PS number 18 filled. Faculty and students. On that day, while everyone was busy with theirs, almost no one noticed a student chair in a third grade classroom was empty. That means Sophie's gone.
Yeah. But she's alive with her mother.
Really? That's what you think?
I do. They establish it at the end. The mom comes out. Sophie's alive.
Huh, okay. I took that to be she was dead.
No. Sophie's alive at the end. Kathy and her exchange looks. She throws the journal in. The mom comes out.
I know, but I thought the plane crash had something to do with, I don't know.
No, that's Mark.
Yeah. No, that I get, but I don't know why I thought...
I don't know why Sophie's not there.
Yeah, it seems ominous. That seems like a very ominous paragraph.
Here's
That's why I read it.
6 questions I have for you. And if you can answer these, I wrote these down right here.
Please, this is fun.
Wait. If you can answer these, 1, what was Kathy's plan?
Well, Sean says it was to improve herself or whatever he said, which does not come across.
False, liar.
What was her plan? She was kind of pawing with it, really, the first couple times. No, it was still like figuring out. So she didn't have a clear plan at that point.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like she ever really did because fucked up shit started happening before she could even formulate a plan.
She does say in the book, I don't think I have a plan. Like, I don't know what's happening.
It happens a little too fast for her to ever get... I mean, she'll undo things, but she never had a grand overarching plan.
Yeah, she has a plan and then it immediately blows up in her face.
Yeah.
She sucks. 2, she kills Mark. Why?
Yeah, I don't know.
3, Sophie killed Norma. What the fuck?
It's kind of like, I don't know if you know this, there's some lost gospels that weren't included in the Bible.
Yeah.
And one of them has Jesus killing people because he doesn't know his own powers yet.
Hell yeah. That's one I could get behind.
Yeah. That's what I feel about that. That's how
we create a new religion around Sophie. We pick a child and you're like, you're the new Sophie. What was look, and Sean talked about this And I want, you know what? We're being very naughty right now, but what was Kathy's arc? She got fat, and then she was like, "It's okay to be my size."
That was the one thing she learned, but that's such a minor thing.
How did she get over anxiety? By getting some Sophie?
And then hang on, what do you think that last paragraph is about? Where he puts his hands on her belly as if he knew, as if he knew that was a.
She's pregnant.
Okay. Or just you could also read it as that he knew that she was self-conscious about that.
No, I took it as she's pregnant.
Okay, I kind of did too.
Okay. Which, I mean, like, what are we doing here? What's happening? I mean, was that even in her mind? Did she ever express at all that I want children? Like, why?
Yeah, remember they have a big argument, her and Mark. Where Mark's like, maybe we should have kids. And she's like, now I'm more fucked up than I was last year. And remember, she's like, do you take us not being able to get pregnant out on me? Or he said that.
So Mark was sterile. That's why she murdered him.
Okay.
And Richard is just fucking pow.
Yeah.
What was... Okay. So it was the book, right? It was the journal. Then what was with all this Sophie shit? That she's special, that she's beautiful with the fucking hair and the fucking... Look at this child. If it was the book...
She thought her stories were more adult than the other kids.
It wouldn't have mattered. It could have been anybody. It could have been the kid. The one kid could have written Jets win the Super Bowl. And then she woke up and she was like, oh shit, they won the fucking Super Bowl. It didn't fucking matter.
Well, and not only that, is just that those stories were never taken literally. So Jets winning the Super Bowl could be her father crashing in a jet, for all we know, because they were very loosely.
That's true.
Connected.
If Michael Constantino or whatever fucking his name was, Costanza, would have gotten a hold of it, she would have been like, "Wait, I play for the Jets now? What?" And she's getting sacked. Okay.
Because that was the whole crux of some of those, is that what she thought was going to happen manifested in a totally different way.
And she was always shocked by it.
But then it seems she's at the end, because she does, you know what I mean? So how does she hone it?
At what point do you take Sophie and go, look, what you're writing is real. I need you to exactly write this, okay?
Yeah.
Why never have Sophie do a rewrite? That's what I wrote. Or a history prop. Be like, hey, what if we just do a story where it's like, there's a family and it's got me and my dad and my sister, and like this has gotten way out of control. Look, it could blow up in her face again. Why not?
Yeah.
But come on. Like, she's just like, well, now I'm 300 pounds. She's always reacting as opposed to being proactive. That was my problem. That's it. That's all I got. Do you have anything?
That's it. That's all.
What did you think? I mean, if we want to rank the authors right now of what we've done.
Oh boy, rank the authors. I mean, Brett's is the best.
This is not the guy we interviewed. You think Brett's the best? Honestly, I was driving around today. I'm thinking Ben Peller's the best.
No, Ben Peller. I don't think Ben Peller's better than this.
You don't think Ben Peller's better than this?
It was so cheesy. We were overlooking it because it was fucking wrestling. We're picking apart Chuck Beastie, and you know what I mean? It had that out to save it from us really going in on him digging his fingers into his arms.
You think this is the best written book we've done so far?
No, I said Brett.
Oh, you think... Oh, Brett.
It's so hard to fucking compare.
I don't know. I did not like Brett's writing. I thought it was painful. That's me.
He didn't get too flowery that much.
Gus is so mad about, like, no, see, but we've been on the air for 2.5. I saw I just see little blips. He's just like little like that. This is so painful than the cancer I had.
Oh.
No, Punk. He's gonna. They're making. You know what? This is also a power move on Punk. You're gonna sit here for 3 hours and then you'll go out at the end. This is what it is now. And he's like, "Is there a young man I can talk to and share wisdom with?"
What? What are you saying?
I'm just.
That's your idea?
I was just talking about like I think that even though that they've brought him back, CM
Yeah,
Punk.
what about the young man?
I think all CM Punk needs is they need to just jostle Dom over towards him. I'm gonna
Okay.
use
I'm
this.
sorry. I zoned out for that.
I'm gonna use this for Dear Tony. Just jostle Dom towards CM Punk and have him
Yeah.
like take a knee and like put his hand under his chin, and then Punk can talk about whatever the fuck he talks about, and then just go just nod, just nod. Because what happened prior was that CM Punk talked to like a Hangman Page, and he was like, "Yeah, thanks, I'm good." And then that like he fucking his mind shattered into a million pieces. Thanks, I'm good. I had barbecue with Harley Race. Excuse me? Excuse me? And then Jungle Boy was like, "No, I want to do this." And he was like, "What?"
What's the problem? He's right.
I don't look, right or wrong. I can't imagine making that much money and being like,
It's Brett all over again.
I know.
You shouldn't care.
This
You
is the
shouldn't
hill I need to die on. This is what.
If you're an artist, you care that much.
But now he's in WWE, and they're gonna,
Yeah.
like I said, they're gonna shuffle Dom over, and Dom's gonna be like, "I remember that feud with my dad. Yep, that's good." And he'd be like, "I'm valued," and it's like, "What the fuck is happening? What is going on?" I mean, look. I think you and my wife would have more in common than I have with my wife. She's a misfits, music, punk rocker.
Sure.
A lot of graphic tees in that closet.
Good.
And then I'm thinking, Punk is he's of the same same generation.
See, I think these new generations are such ass kissers. It'll be perfect for Punk. This is like great therapy for him. Because they'll pay anybody respect that's been there longer than 10 years, right? Sheamus is a fucking locker room leader. They're going to look to Punk like he's fucking Hulk Hogan. And he's going to soak it up.
Punk's putting his arm on Sheamus like, "We've been through it, brother." And Sheamus is like,
Yeah,
"I guess." I mean, nobody pooped in my bag. I don't. But So what happened was, Punk debuted. I missed it. I turned it back.
I was watching it. It was fun.
I saw the Discord. I went, "Oh shit, I gotta turn back on." My wife had come in, and knowing my wife, I went, "You know, a Punk is about a certain principle and credo and this and that." And I was like, "Hey, he's back in the WWE. You know how have all these things that you live and die by. Like those are the things you cling on to, and fuck the man." What do you think?
That's all phony anyway. I don't buy that.
You don't live by that?
No, I don't hold Punk against it for not going with it.
Oh, I do.
Yeah. I don't expect that much of him, is what I'm saying, I guess.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know if it's because he's a carny, and so you got to take that with it, right? Obviously. That pollutes it a little.
Yeah.
And I don't know, money always wins out in the end, doesn't it?
For you and I don't know. For you and I mean, I feel like, hey, are we True Bloods? Are we like, we're the guys that go, "I don't want to fucking do this. Fuck all. I'm not doing this."
It's an interesting thing. I've had this discussion with Nate about, of like, if you could make $95,000 a year, or I don't know what you make, maybe say double what you make. Being an influencer, being like a douchebag on YouTube, and creating like, cringeworthy content, being one of those guys, would you do it?
Cringeworthy content? Where my face is
I'd have to
blasted.
find your face is on every fucking thumbnail.
No, I can't. I'm gonna say my gut. That's my gut. My gut is like, no, I can't have my
See,
face.
then you have those principles then.
I can't. My ancestors were like, what a fucking asshole.
I know, it's hard to think about.
Now, if you said generational wealth, possibly. I bet that's generational wealth. But no, grinding it out for the algorithm,
Yeah.
no.
Okay.
But
That's why I don't put too much in the price tag, right? 'Cause then
Nate's floating it forward because he's like, I'm about to do some shit. I just want to know if you guys are okay with this. I think that's
No, it's actually because Nate refuses to do it.
What does he refuse to do? Do this face?
He doesn't
It
want to
is
make
thumbnail?
any money. He doesn't want to make he won't even try to get monetized. He doesn't want to do it. And it's a very weird. I don't know. He like
My
has
Wilson,
like an
my Wilson
his
things are going
podcasting.
off a little bit. Now, hey, recently I was going to talk about this under Tony. I realized recently I was listening to a podcast I've listened to it for years, and it hit me all of a sudden. I never even thought about it. They never do ads. They've never done Patreon. They've just done it since like 2015. They're just like, and I was like, my God, these
This
guys
is a podcast you listen to?
yeah, and they're massively popular in their genre. And I was like, these guys are killers. They've never done ads. They never talked about ads. They just do the show. They have their day jobs. They record on a day. And I was like, they've never done ads. They never have asked for money. They've never done a Patreon. It's just, this is the show. And I was like, God, these guys are these are punk rock. This is a punk. I was like, I appreciated them more. Cause have you had this where you talk to people, you go, oh, well, I record, I do this, and they go, you make any money in it? And I go, I don't know, I'm not thinking about that.
Yeah, sure. I don't. Yeah, I've never gotten that, but I'm not talking to very many hit people that listen to podcasts that would know.
I'm not talking about hit people that listen to podcasts. They just always want to know, are you making money at what you're doing? That might be just be my family. Are you making? What are you? What's your time? Are you making money? I'm just enjoying myself. I'm not making money. I mean, if I don't even know what an ad read be. How do you wrap it into books? Hey, you like books? Well, maybe you like cooking books. So HelloFresh is the thing for you to do. Look how I wrapped that up.
But doing it in a funny way is funny to acceptable, right? They probably like that even more because then it becomes like corny reads ads in a weird way, right? And that's like part of the charm.
If they're okay,
it'll be like a mattress company, he'll somehow tie it into them spying on you and being in your walls.
I mean, I feel like this right here, we're 142 in, baby. Larry, Wilson, Workers Club. This is not gonna make us money, but this is something right here, baby.
Hey, he wants the fucking link, so I'm gonna
and you're gonna send him just the interview link.
Of course.
So episode 1. Hey, check this out.
He's not gonna listen though.
I don't know.
He just wants to tweet it out.
I don't know if he listened or not. I've heard people to be like, hey, did you... They buried you. Sorry. Oh, my God.
I would feel bad if he got offended.
I'm sorry.
Even though it's like I've gotten my use out of him, but...
I apologize to Sean Oliver. The book was awful. We will read his future books. They better be better. He was like, hey, I wrote other ones. He's got more coming out. He was talking about them in the Asians box. I hope they're better. We're going to read more. Novel. We're going to go back. This has been...
this is part of a trio. You heard him say that.
Is Sclafani coming back? Not the way he reacted. The way he reacted was like, who the fuck is Sclafani? God forbid I bring up Norma Weingarten. You would be like, who? I was like, you remember she hates Muslims. He was like, oh. You liked when I added the, hey, Israel-Palestine. Who you got? How you fix it?
You know. Oh, jeez. Next book.
It's a secret. You told me. You said it's a secret.
I know, that's stupid.
What is it? Don't
I
tell
think
me.
I just want to do Mankind's book. First book.
I own it somewhere.
Okay.
I don't know where
on
I honestly don't know
I'll
where it
send you
is.
one. There's a trade paperback. It's the same one I have, so it's...
I don't know where it is. To be fair, it's somewhere in a box, somewhere in a loft. Why?
Because I haven't reread it.
No,
probably 10
neither have I in
years.
years. And so now I'm scared. This might be the first
know.
book where we're just like, well,
I
that's
mean,
nice.
listen, we could just talk about Foley's character even before reading the book. It's already a little weird, no? He's problematic.
Is Foley problematic? I mean, look, okay. I'll say this right now.
The women thing.
Yes, it is.
And Santa Claus.
I don't care about the Santa Claus thing because I'm equally obsessed about Christmas. Not as obsessed about Christmas, but I like Christmas. But the women thing, it's usually the guys being like, look at me, I'm doing this with the women. Devin Faraci. And then it's like, and look, I understand Devin Faraci lost his wife. I understand that. Let's just make this clear.
I don't know who this is.
He was a movie critic, and he was very attached to the Alamo Drafthouse chain. He had a website. It was akin to a little bit below Ain't It Cool News.
Okay.
It started out as Chud, and then it was Birth, Movies, Death, sponsored by like Alamo Drafthouse.
Okay.
And then a woman came out and was like, "Hey, remember when you grabbed my pussy in a bar?" I think that was, allegedly, whatever.
Yeah.
And he was like, what? Yeah. And he had to go on like this. Just Google Devin Faraci.
Okay.
And then he went to Patreon. He lost everything. He slowly built himself back up. He married. His wife died of cancer. That got posted in, I think, the Washington Post, maybe even. He was a good writer. He had a podcast that was pretty successful called The Canon, about movies, about what should be movies that are like the canon.
So you feel that's like Mick Foley somehow?
It was one of those things where he was always very like, women are like, I stand for women's rights. And then it was like, hey, you remember when you sniffed my
okay.
It's always this. It's like the guy from
come on, it's Punk too.
It's the guy from Catfish, Punk, the guy from Catfish who was like, I'm in the elevator, I'm standing for women's rights, and then somebody's like, he groped me once. It's always the guys that are like really ringing that bell, that are like, women deserve this. What did you do? And that's I adore Mick Foley. I love Mick Foley. He was my guy as a young man.
I got a signed autograph with him.
I love him.
From the Garfield Heights High School gym.
I'm so nervous that the amount that he's...
I know enough about it. No.
Then I'm like, one day somebody's going to be like, Mick Foley, his sweatpants came down and he flipped it out. And he said, look at it.
Well, no, it's that thing where he always... He writes about the women in a friendly uncle way, but does it too often in his books. You know what I'm talking about, right? Melina.
I haven't read it in so long.
Okay.
He's
like, we're just friends, and then he's taking selfies with them, and it's like, are you getting sexual feelings out of this or not?
Now, can we get Mick Foley to get an interview? I think we can.
No, we could if we did his novel. You
don't think we could do it if we did his book, his first book? I think we can. I think he's willing to do anything.
It's the same. First of all, I think Sean is in the fucking Conrad web.
Sean is?
Yeah. The Click This podcast. Because they do ad-free shows. That's Conrad shit, right?
I don't know.
Because I'm just saying, if we got an end to that pipeline.
We can start interviewing some people with it. What?
And Foley's in there.
Sean
Oh, he's
very
part of that group.
cagey about who could get a book next.
Yeah, he wouldn't say.
Very cagey. He's like, you know who they are.
I was waiting for you to press him.
No, I'm not gonna. I was like, Kevin Nash, his son. No,
Yeah.
nothing. Interesting. I mean, Kevin Nash would, if he wasn't so like, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
You have to actually like, what's my what is my story?
Right. There's not an arc there.
If you're like, yeah, if you're just like, I didn't give a fuck.
You
I
don't
made
care
more
about-
money.
right.
I made more money. I made more money. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah. It's true. Well, that's never stopped a wrestling book from being written.
Well, no, yeah. Sean needs more. Sean was an artist. He portrayed to us he's an artist.
Yeah.
Did you come away from that Sean interview liking Sean?
Oh yeah, but listen, there were things that sounded very pretentious.
But he tried to.
But if I spoke frankly about myself,
yeah,
see, maybe I just have a better filter.
yeah,
I'd probably sound the same way.
talking
If I talk
about
my creative process and being cursed with the creative gift.
curse of the creative gift. I was talking about what's that guy? What did he write? Breakfast of Champions. Why am I not grabbing his name right now? Yeah, Vonnegut. Talking about Vonnegut, you're gonna be going, yeah. Can you show me the picture I heard that broke? What picture broke?
What are you talking about?
I heard that a picture of Vonnegut broke. And he threw it
Oh
away.
yeah, it was a cool like silk screening reprint. No, it wasn't. It was the more I don't know, just something a local artist made. It was kind of
it wasn't
abstract.
It wasn't an actual photograph or anything.
No, it was an abstract thing. And then I do have his. He drew an Absolute Vodka ad.
Ooh.
I have that framed. No, it's in the Vonnegut room.
The Vonnegut room. You love
Vonnegut and Bukowski have their own shelves in the back.
I see. I almost wore the love is, and I was like, I'm not gonna go into it with Sean and be like, Bukowski, what do you think?
Yeah, he's strictly a horror thriller guy.
He is.
Because I'd like to hear a coming of age tale from Sean.
On the tough streets of New York, New Jersey?
Jersey, yeah. West New York, New Jersey.
New Jersey. He is a charmer. I'll say that.
Yeah. You gotta be able to sell yourself, right?
We are not. I mean, would you ever consider? I mean, the amount that he was able to just wax poetic.
I never speak that clearly about anything. So I'm not even.
Larry, talk about your music, and you just could go on.
I put a lot of stasis. No, I like to think before I speak, so I don't speak, very smoothly. So I'm right. I'm not that type at all. It's it's some kind of gift.
Can I say this before we end? I've recently followed your wife on Instagram.
Yeah.
And I don't watch a lot of people's stories, if at all.
Yeah.
But I clicked on hers, and and she has little memes, made me laugh. Now she's a go-to. I click on those. I'm like, yeah, this is right in my wife and my this is our wheelhouse. Her memes are riding in there. I think if we got together, the two couples,
yeah,
cats, the same thing, books, yada yada. I'm feeling it. She's definitely. Where are you on Instagram, Larry? Why aren't you posting stories?
I don't know. I don't feel the need to.
I say that as somebody that posts one time a year.
Yeah, I'm just not that creative that way. I don't know. Or it's usually just the same thing, just the cat with some sort of song lyrics that fit the cat.
I was very
Those are
happy
my
when
stories.
I typed to your wife, That looks like my dead cat.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? All right, Larry.
Yep.
Now you told me what the secret is. It's Mick Foley's book. Oh no, I'm
Yeah.
so scared. Because we've ruined everybody else that we love. Oh no, and Mick Foley's one of my favorites.
I'm surprised you're that beloved of him.
I have no.
I'm surprised you're not one of those guys who like has come around to see him as a bit of a carny.
I
Because
see.
that's kind of come around a little bit.
I see him as a bit of a car. I mean, I do. I'm like when he's like got to do the circuit. He's got to do the stand up. You know, he's got to tell the same old stories. I do think that's sad. I've never gone to one. I've never I'm definitely also a guy. I've never met any of my heroes. My brother has has many autographs. We have been in the same situations, and he'll go, "I'll go up and shake this hand. We'll see comedians, or I'll go up and stand next to him and take a picture." I do not. I never stand next to them. I never do anything. Mick Foley. I mean, I was so serious. I mean, in high school, I wore a flannel jacket every year of high school because I loved that man.
I mean, I'm not far behind you because I got this book freshman year, I think.
Yeah. It definitely made me think I can do this.
I mean, right. I made everyone read it. I made my teacher read it.
Yeah.
And then, that might have been where wrestling school.
Royal Rumble 2000 is one of my favorite matches of all time.
Okay.
And I don't like Triple H at all. And that's up there. So I'm scared that now reading it back now as a grown man with a family, I'm going to be like, you idiot. What were you doing? You poor man.
I feel like I remember enough to say that won't happen, but I would have said
We're going to read a good book.
That.
You know how tough it is to read or watch a good thing or read a good thing and be like, the bad stuff is easy. We can be like, this sucks, this piece of shit.
That's a good question. What, you think I should pick something? Because New Jack's autobiography was my second pick.
Well, I mean, we have so many options. Sean said it right out of it in the interview. We're reading wrestling books. I'm sorry. He knows.
Yeah. I mean, B. Brian Blair's book kept popping up when I was searching books.
Oh, Lord.
And then what was the book, Steve Kern's book that CM Punk loved? Was that it?
I don't even fucking know.
He was like tweeting about it, what a good book it was about the
When
old
is
school.
CM Punk's book coming down? That's what I want to know. And is Sean writing it? When is Sean sitting across from CM Punk going, ho, or what's the one?
Oh, God, what is that game? I've seen so many of them.
Ho or stank? What do you do? Where do you sit on? And he's going, trans rights, that's all I care about. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Goodbye, everybody. Wilson and Larry. Workers Club. Bye.